Overwhelmed with some of this stuff right now.
When Amy Shugar needed a place for 91-year-old father Matthew, who was living with dementia, a friend recommended Morningstar Senior Living in Peoria.
They gave me the brochure and we talked about everything. We walked around the premises. It's a really pretty place. And they said it was completely secure.
Her father moved into the sprawling senior living facility in August of 2022. At first, Amy was pleased with the move. Her father seemed to be safe and the staff was helpful.
When I pulled up to the facility, I thought it's a gorgeous place. And I figured with the expense that it was, maybe we would get 2 or 3 years and he'd have a great time. I mean, it's so pretty inside and the people were so nice.
At a price tag of nearly $7,000 a month, Amy thought this was it. Her dad was being well taken care of. But that began to change a few months ago.
We saw him trying to get out recently and he couldn't get out.
Matthew has his own room at Morningstar with a door that leads to the courtyard. Amy and her husband Bruce installed a Ring camera in his room, allowing them to keep an extra eye on him given his wandering ways. August 30th was an especially alarming day. Matthew walked outside on his own accord into the courtyard and sat outside just after noon. About 30 minutes later, someone who appears to be a staffer checks on him, but leaves him outside. It's not almost until an hour after he ventured outside he was brought back in. The high that day was 110 degrees. According to documents from the facility given to Amy, her father, quote, eloped 3 times in a week's span, essentially meaning Michael left his area without staff noticing.
You know what I mean? She's never tried to get out since she's been here.
And he is not the only one. Arizona's Family Investigates pulled police records in May.
And if they did take her, they would have to sign her out or something along those lines.
Glendale officers were called to Morningstar after a 78-year-old woman with dementia went missing.
Just doesn't make sense that she's gone.
She sees the light.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate.
Yes, ma'am. I'm glad that we got you here.
Police found her 3.5 hours later, a mile away, tucked next to Grand Avenue.
I'm kind of blindsided with this whole thing.
Amy brought her concerns to the facility and recommended that a gate at the entrance be installed for better protection. They told her no, and days later, she received this termination letter stating the discharge is necessary for your own safety, giving Amy 2 days to find alternative arrangements for her father.
What's been the most difficult part for you guys through all of this?
That I had a false sense of security. That has been very difficult. I was under that impression.
We visited Morningstar to get a sense of the security they offer. There are gates on the property, as well as cameras. But people are free to come and go through the front doors. In a statement, a representative with Morningstar says, the doors in our memory care neighborhood are secure and fully functional with an alarm system. They go on to say, after consulting with outside healthcare professionals, they found the safety and well-being of our resident would be compromised if we did not take immediate action. Amy has since moved her father out of the facility. She wants this to serve as a reminder for anyone in a similar position.
I think if people are going to do this memory care thing, they really should check out all the exits. You have to see for yourself because they're going to sell it as something extremely secure.